My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of the Blair Witch Project. And this review will have spoilers, so that's your warning. This is one of those movies that people love to hate on. They love to call this movie overrated, and it's a real shame. Like, this is a movie that you truly have to invest in. You can't be checking your phone during it. You can't be texting or checking social media. You gotta watch it at nighttime. You gotta have all the lights off. And if you're willing to do that and you just let the movie wash over you, it's really effective. And it's just a story of these three kids getting lost in the woods, but it's so expertly handled. I love the slow escalation of the plot. There's a point where one of the characters is like, I think we might be lost. And the other character's like, no, 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 I know the way, trust me. And it just feels so grounded. Like, it feels like the way that people actually would behave in this situation. And as you're just watching people's mental state break down more and more, it's really unnerving stuff. And then you've got all the noises going on at night, and the sticks and the walks, and that stuff is really effective as well. And then there's the scene of Hazel crying into the camera as she apologizes to Josh's parents and Michael's parents, and then her own parents, as she takes full responsibility for everything that has happened. And it's truly a heartbreaking moment. Like, this movie is sad and it's hopeless. Like, how do you get out of a situation like this? What would you do? It's just a never ending wave of confusion and fear, and it allows itself to really sink in. And that final shot is just perfection. No jump scare, just a horrific shot that tells you what's going to happen next, and that's all you need. Just masterful. So I think the writing is incredible, as everyone always feels like a real human, and the escalation is expertly handled. And I want to give a shout out to the directors Daniel Myrick and Eduardo Sanchez, because nobody talks about these two guys, but what they did here is truly inspiring. Like, as someone who would love to make movies one day, the fact they made this good of a movie for like, what, 60 grand? That's insane. They got no-name actors, they shot in the woods, and they used stuff like sticks and walks to unnerve its audience. Like, that is just masterful job, really. This movie is very psychologically disturbing. It's filled with atmosphere, and like I said, it's just a very unnerving movie. The sound design is really great, especially when you hear these footsteps outside or when you hear someone screaming. It's just enough in the background so you can still hear it, but it sounds faint. And I love it when they're yelling. It actually like sounds too loud for the mics. It just adds to the experience. And this movie just understands how scary the woods can be and how terrifying it would be to just be lost. So I think it does all that so well, and the found footage really brought an aspect of authenticity to this movie. The documentary bits at the start are great, well, they really do feel like a student film. So yeah, like, this movie on a directional level is just top notch, like really impressive, underrated work. And then we get to the cast. And Michael Williams, I think, does a really great job. There's one part specifically where he tells everyone what he did with the map that is so perfect. And then you've got Joshua Leonard, who I also think gives a great performance. But Heather Donahue She should have won an Oscar for this movie. This is one of the best performances in a horror movie ever. Like, at no point did it feel like I was watching an actress act. No, like, it just felt like a real person the entire time. She elevates everything she's given to work with, and she just is phenomenal. So, like, what I just love most about this movie overall is its authenticity. You've got characters who act like real people. You've got an escalating scenario where it never feels overly produced. And you've got actors that make it feel real every step of the way. So because of how authentic it feels, it's all the more effective because of it. You know, some people thought this was a real movie when they first saw it, and I totally get it. If I could go back in time and watch one movie opening weekend, this would be the one I would pick just for that experience. So yeah, like I understand some people hate it and they call this movie boring or whatever, but I just think on its very limited resources, this is like the best case scenario for a movie like this. It has been copied so many times over the past couple of decades, but it's never been done this well again. It is atmospheric, it's unnerving, it is terrifying in moments, it is sad, it is so well written and directed and acted, especially Heather Donahue. I'm not saying this is a movie that you can just watch any day of the week, but I love it and it's truly an inspiration to me. So I'm giving the Blair Witch Project a 9 out of 10. Okay, have you seen the Blair Witch Project? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.